What's up, B Squad? It's your boy JB, and I am here today with the review for Married to Medicine Season 9, Episode 7, you guys. Secrets and Sinners is the title of the episode. I got a question. How many episodes they going to give us this season of Married to Medicine? Because they showed us the mid-season trailer of Married to Medicine. So we're at the halfway point with 7 episodes already. 7 episodes, and we're at the halfway point. Okay, I guess. God dang it, I hate when spam risk calls me every day. Alright, you guys, so before we go ahead and jump into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and you guys aren't yet subscribed, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out the way, without further ado, let's discuss Married to Medicine, shall we? Alright, you guys, so much like I feel with Real Housewives of Atlanta that it was a filler episode, I definitely feel like Married to Medicine was a filler one as well. Although my notes are front and back, it ain't much to it. So, we see the ladies, they're getting ready to go to dinner. We see Jackie, she's calling Curtis. We see all the ladies talk to their spouses, right? So then, what I will say is, when they were walking down that hallway, I was looking at what Simone had on, and I was like, Jesus, what in the holy hell is that she has on? So they sit down for dinner, and Contessa, she apologizes to all the ladies for the way that she's acted. About time somebody apologized, because I am, like I've been saying for weeks, I am over this situation with Contessa and Heavenly. At this point, we need to wrap it up with a bow and never speak of it again until the reunion. And even then, at the reunion, let's glaze past it. I know we're going to talk about it deeper at the reunion because of Contessa's Watch What Happens Live and Dr. Heavenly's Watch What Happens Live. I know we'll delve deeper into it. Unfortunately, I know we will. So Simone tells them that she will be asking them a few questions. You know, she and Cecil are writing this book, and she has some questions for the ladies. Some messy, some not so much. So the first question we got from her is for Carrie. Carrie had the first question. When it comes to sex, do you prefer quickies or a marathon? That is a good question. Let me know in the comment section. What do you guys prefer? One of the person that I've been, sleeping with for the last decade. Sometimes it's a quickie. Sometimes we go for at least an hour or longer. We've gone for quite some. We've had our marathons. So sometimes it could be quickies. Sometimes it could be, we want to have that intimacy. So you guys let me know. Quad says she likes a little bit of both with a little bit of pressure around the neck. Now, I've had one person to say, choke, kind of choke me. I'm like, choke you? I was like, I'm like, okay, asphyxiation? Okay, I guess. I wouldn't never want to be choked. Maybe. You know what? Maybe I would. I don't know. So then the next question, it says, are there problems when the woman is a breadwinner? If so, what? Now, I will say, the only thing I can think about is an issue for a man if his wife is the breadwinner is if he has a toxic, fragile masculinity. If you're not securing yourself as a man, I think that a man would feel less than if his woman is, the breadwinner. That's the only time I think it would be an issue. But Heavenly feels like, based on the Bible, that the man should be the breadwinner. Heavenly, if we're going to go by there are a lot of things in the Bible that they say we should and shouldn't do. So if we're going to go by that, then there are a lot of things there are a lot of things in this world that should not be done. Just saying. So the next one is, can your husband have female friends? So Quad says yes, as long as she knows the woman. Heavenly says hell no. Toya says no as well. Simone says she doesn't have an issue with it. And we were like, girl, what? Because I think Cecil's friend begs to differ. What was her name? The one that they had the issue about, and they had that big blow up at the reunion. But she says she doesn't have an issue as long as there are boundaries. And I was like, okay, that makes sense, right? That does make sense. As long as there are boundaries within the friendship, there's no, as long as like when me and my best friend, I'm a guy, her husband. I know that her husband comes before me, and that's fine. I I wouldn't want it any other way. I wouldn't want it any other way. And I don't delve into the relationship because that has nothing to do with me. We have our friendship, and it's us. It's me and her. But again, we're like brother and sister. So it's a little different. So then they say, what are the symptoms of a dysfunctional marriage? This came from Contessa. This was Contessa's question. I will say the symptoms for a dysfunctional marriage, it varies depending on the couple. It varies. Because what is dysfunctional for one couple might not be dysfunctional for another couple, right? Like how let's just say, for instance, the situation with Heavenly and Damon, how she calls him daddy, and he calls her buddy. Some people might be like, I don't think that's a healthy relationship, that you don't call me by my, some people, and I'm just using that as an example. It was just something I was trying to think of. But dysfunctional could be anything. It just depends on the particular couple. So what is dysfunctional for you might not be dysfunctional for you. Like, some people feel like let's say your kids, let's say you don't discipline your kids, and you feel like you go over to your friend's house and you see their kids doing whatever they want to do, and you feel like they don't discipline their kids, and you feel like that's dysfunction in the household. It might not be dysfunctional for them. It might work perfectly for them. You don't know what they do you don't know what they do once you're gone. So dysfunctional is based on the couple and no one else. And don't listen to your friends when your friends tell you, "Oh, girl, that is dysfunctional. Oh man, that's dysfunctional in your marriage. Your wife do this," and you don't say. Like, people might find it dysfunctional for a man to frequent a strip club, or for a woman to excessively spend. If that is fine in their relationship, it's not dysfunction to them. It might look dysfunctional to you. So then Audra asked the question, what were you the most surprised about after getting married? Toya said, the fact that their penis would not get any bigger. I don't know any man whose penis get bigger after they get married. I don't know any man's penis, unless he takes enhancement pills. I don't know too many men whose penis get bigger. Now, our penis grows as we get, go from young adult, like young little boy, to grown man. That's the only time it's gonna grow. After that, we're done. The penis that you get when you get married is the penis that you're gonna have until it's flaccid. Ooh, why did I say it like that? Let's pause here, you guys, and let's move forward. So they finished the dinner and they got their dessert, which is stacks of cash. So they going to the strip club. No shade. I'm not knocking, male strippers, but I've never understood the fascination with male strippers. Like, I be seeing them paint and sip people on my timeline, and I'm just like, I just don't get the fascination. I don't get the fascination. Like, I know there are a lot, and I'm always surprised, because from what I've noticed, especially with some of my friends, like my best friend, we talked about going to a strip club. We were gonna go to a strip club at one point. She was like, "Let's go to a male strip club." I'm like, no, I don't want to go to no, that's not something that I want to see. That ain't something that I want to see. No, let's go to. But she's okay with going to see. Like, I know a lot of women prefer going to a strip club where there are women there. Like, it's nothing. I mean, nothing against the male strippers, but it's just swinging. Swinging. That's all you're doing. It's just swinging. I always wonder, do male strippers make as much money as the women? I wouldn't imagine. I don't know. But hey, it is what it is. So they made a joke about Quad. Quad made a joke when she said that Eugene is part of the Little Dick Mafia. And Toya says, my husband's dick is not small. It's big enough for her pussy. I was like, well, okay, Toya is drunk. So I think it was Contessa who asked the question of, if you guys had to swap with any other woman's husband here, who would it be? Toya says she would go with Kieran because she feels like Kieran is long. And Anila says he is. You know what? Never mind. So they go to the strip club. Again, I said I don't understand. Male strippers would, if you even ask me to strip, I'd be like, absolutely not. It ain't something that I would ever want. Ugh. Nothing against the male stripper. I'm all for sex workers, right? I would rather watch a porn. I would rather watch porn than male strippers. I would rather watch porn. So they called Heavenly on stage, and it was funny watching her get a lap dance. It was funny. So then we see the men. So the men are working out there doing boxing. Heavenly, I really want you to stop telling us how daddy puts how hard he goes. I don't want to know that. I don't want that visual. They don't need to know that, buddy. We sure the fuck don't. Now, I will say though, when the men went boxing, they asses look wore the fuck out. They looked like they was hot than a motherfucker. But they also look like they were having a good time. I know Eugene is happy that Toya's gone. He probably like, can Toya stay indefinitely? Just jokes. So you guys, after that, we see, this is the end of the episode. So we see the ladies, and they are having breakfast, right? And they're having IVs the next morning. Simone took a video of Heavenly from the night before. Now she wants to use this video to put it on her home theater as an example of what video should look like with our friends and what video should not look like with our friends. Oh my God, can we let that go, please? Can we let that go? Can we let that go? Was Heavenly wrong for what she said on her YouTube channel? Absolutely. Why are we dragging this? Like, this is like a dead horse that we just beat him with a stick. Pop, 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 pop. You dead? Pop, pop, pop. You dead? Pop, pop, pop. I don't think you did. Pop, pop, pop. You dead? Pop. Nah. Pop. It just feels like that's what we're doing. Is beating that damn dead horse, right? But Heavenly apologized to Contessa, kind of like what I said about Marlo. Heavenly brings up her past, right? And I'm not knocking Heavenly's past and how she was treated, but Heavenly, you are a woman of a certain age. At a certain point, you got to take accountability for. You got to be able to be like, you know what? Take accountability for things you say and do, but still stop using that childhood trauma. You are of a certain age. You should know how to work through that at this point in your big age. You should know how to work through that. I'm glad she apologized to Contessa, and I'm glad she does know that her laughing is a coping mechanism, right? But are you seeking, like, talk to somebody? I unpack all that little girl hurt. Like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. That's really all I got, you guys. Like I said, it was really a filler episode. I was just trying to make it at least 15 minutes. I don't think I am. But let me know what you guys think about this episode. You guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications, you guys. Share the video. And until next time, you guys, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands, you guys. Wear a mask. Socially distance. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and Miami. Bye, guys.